Well, hello everybody. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Congratulations on Tachyon for getting first tonight. I'm sorry, Craig, they beat you just to the post there on getting the first in. I think they had it pre-ready to go. Tachyon tends to always win first. Also, hey to Hayden. How you all doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Question, do we have time to build Lancers before the Doom Stack arrives? I don't actually think there's a Doom Stack on the way, if I remember correctly. I think we're just worried about carriers. Although looking at the map right now, there are a lot of purple lines. So maybe we should investigate that. Let me just switch the stream over to Terra Invicta. Give me 1 second to do that, because I forgot to do it before we started. Meaning that I am the worst content creator ever, as always. Push this button, though, and that should fix the problem. There we go. Now you can see the beautiful solar system of Terra Invicta right in front of your eyes. Okay. So the main thing we were looking at last time mostly was on Earth, and we were starting to reclaim Russia. So we managed to capture Kazan, and we were making a push for Moscow, but we are pulling out to just recuperate a little bit. We'll keep just sort of hitting 2 regions at once to split the enemy forces. We actually did a really good job of wiping them out last time, so I think this is going to go pretty well, at least until we get onto these things. Then we're going to have a quick look at what the aliens have got in store for us, because Hayden is telling me that I have forgotten about a stack of 40 ships that's on the way. So let's have a quick look. Aliens, and we'll have a look at Earth first of all. So there's actually quite a few fleets on their way to Earth. None of which are that big. There's Victor 460, which is 4 ships, which contains an assault carrier. That'll arrive on the 24th of July next year. There's Victor 1383, which is 2 corvettes, an escort, and a gunship. I believe this is a scan fleet. We've got Victor 1368, which is a cruiser. Victor 1334, which is a dreadnought and escorts. Victor 1132, which is another assault carrier arriving in April this year. So we're going to have to deal with that pretty soon. Hey, Demonicus. Are your messages from before the stream start not visible? They will be on YouTube, but the chat software that I use does not harvest them from before the stream. So what I will need to do is I'll need to go and check. Give me 1 second. I'll need to go back and find them, Demonicus. If you had advice and stuff, I cannot see it if I was not... Because I only get chat from when the stream starts, unfortunately. What's the best way to do this without, like, deafening everybody? Can I just check the chat? I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to mute this. Oh, that's me talking. Okay. I can see you saying good morning. I can see Woodrow saying, what would it be when you hit double 100 hours? Ah, you're getting coffee. I want to do a special for 15k subs. Well, are we actually? We are inching very close to 15k subs. You are right. We are getting close to it, but it's been a long, slow run. That was the big question. Okay. Hey TRM, hey Solid Frosty, Nam Free. I thought it started at 3 a.m. Am I starting earlier or later? Because I don't know what time it is with you. It is almost 10 p.m. for me, which is when I'm intending to kind of kick things off. I'm just chilling right now. And hey Salty, how you doing? So will there be a special for 15k subs? Look, we're still a while away from 15k subs. If I give you the actual number right now, we are currently sitting at 14,896 subs, and we're picking up roughly 80 subs a month at the moment. It's been really slow this year. If I check my analytics for subscribers, it's not been great this year. Can I get this on a better timeline? See more. I want to see that. I want to see if there's something I can show. If I can show you, subscribers by content. That's not really what I want. Let's do this for monthly. And we'll do a bar chart. That doesn't really help at all, does it? The main thing, I can't really get a chart together the last 28 days. I wanted to do the last 365 days. And we'll do a line chart, I guess. Yeah, I can't... it's a little bit hard to show you, but subs have been very slow this year. So we've been pretty close to 15k subs for quite a long time. 257, okay. Yeah, we're starting at 3, basically. I'm just terminating them. So, like, even though it's looking like we're close to subs, we're probably... I'd be surprised if we hit 15k before January. I'd be quite shocked if we hit 15k before January. But I'm not really that worried either. But let's try and plan something cool for when we do. Let's make that a thing. Anyway, we were having a look at alien fleets, and the main thing we discovered is there is an assault carrier coming on the 18th of April this month. This year, so next month. Basically, in 30 odd days, they're going to be hitting us. Now, we did see there is apparently a Doom fleet on the way. Is it heading to Mercury? It's not heading to Mercury. It's not heading to Mars. My guess is it's heading inner asteroid belt. Nothing big there. Yeah, I'm not chasing I'm not like doing algorithmic stuff to chase subs or anything. Yeah, there's no big fleet hidden that I can see. I think we maybe just, I'm not sure what happened there. We are doing a little bit of a fight here. We need to keep an eye on these two battles because we don't have a lot of reinforcements for them. But I think we're okay. I'll maybe just send... Actually, I want to keep this army up here just to keep this army in place. But yeah, so we've got that conflict coming. Sword content channels. Oh no, that sucks. That's Hemet, isn't it? Also, we have the naming convention list working again for tonight, so I can actually use the right program to generate names for stuff when we build it. We do have a fleet in orbit of Earth, don't we? We've got the Spanish Inquisition. That's not the right fleet. Do we not have a fleet ready for this? Oh no, this fleet is all missile ships. Okay, we have a lot of missile ships. We are toasty. We are fine for this incoming invasion. I'm going to try and not lose these ships in this fight, just FYI. We're going to try and keep these ones alive rather than just throw them away like I did last time. In terms of Earth, as I said, we're going to continue trying to take over more of Russia in this stream. And we also need to do a few things like go back to finishing building space defenses in Australia. I want to get that finished because they keep attacking Australia. Let's actually just get that resolved. On top of that, something we really need to address is the fact that we are currently allowed to have 30 mines that do not cost us any mission control. And at the moment, we're only using 12 of that allowance. So we really need to build more mines. So the first thing I want to do is I want to jump over to Mars and see what is still available there. Can I go to Mars, please? Thank you. So I've got a feeling that most of these sites, there's actually a couple of sites that are still available. This one has water. This one has a little bit of everything. They're not amazing sites, but we may as well use them for now. So we're going to build colonies on both these. Now these cost us boost to build. I didn't know this was Diggy Diggy Dwarf Simulator. Wildly enough, Diggy Diggy Dwarf Man is back on YouTube with the other YouTube Minecraft man, and Pure Ponage is back too. So Pure Onage is back too. So we are in the right era. So if I wanted to build a colony, it would cost me 123 boost, or I could build an outpost and upgrade it. Can I not build from here? Yeah, I can. I can't build from here. Okay. So I want to upgrade all of these. So I want to go Temperatura. It's not letting me use local anything. If I go for tier 2 instead, I can use local materials. Okay, we'll just use local materials and then upgrade from there. So I'm just going to build all 3 of these. It's not like great resources, but it's resources and they won't cost us any boost. So we're going to build all 3 of them. We do have tier 3 comm module on Mars. Right, that's why we can't do it. Well, that's fine. We'll just do tier 2 and upgrade. So Temperatura will be built. I'm just going to found all of them first, and then we'll go and sort them. And they're costing us very little to upgrade. And we will upgrade a nanofac planet side as well, yeah, to make sure this happens. Now I'm just going to go and name these bases. And I've got the naming list open, so it's not going to be like last time where we couldn't name anything. So the first base is going to be called Watchtower Base. Just give it a second to let me connect. This is Watchtower. Save name. I'm just going to let them hit tier 3 before I start slapping anything down. I'm not going to bother like pre-building anything on them. We've got Brunhilde Base. Oh, I need to make sure to set these to mines as well. So let's do that while I'm here. Set you to a mine. Brunhilde. I think it's Brunhilde. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. And then we also have the last base is going to be Shipyard. Okay, I'm gonna veto that one. That's definitely the name for a shipyard. But this is... we've had that name before. We've had that name before. We've had that name before. Minor Planet is the name of this one. So it just rolled Elon's Hideout, Castle Bryan, and Castle Nautilus, all of which we've definitely had before. Minor Planet. Cool. And I need to set the shortcut, the tooltip for that as well. Alright, let's have a look at other places we can build some mines. Hey, Mishaps, how's it going? The mining module upkeep are the expensive parts, yeah. And Obliterate XP check call. No, we'll check that in a second. So at the moment, according to the naming list, we have 14 base names. So we will need some more base names if we're going to be building all these mines. The other thing I want to do is upgrade a nanofac on a mine here. Outpost Rembrandt has room. So let's just slap down... do I have the tier 3 nanofac? I've got a manufacturing complex. That's a tier 3, isn't it? So that requires 120 power. We do not have 120 power free here, but we can just add some power as well. So I'll slam down a nanofac. We'll build that in space. I'll take a year, and we'll build probably a fission reactor farm. We'll cover it because this needs 120 power. We probably didn't even go as far as a fission reactor farm. We could go for... Fission reactor array is not. Heavy fission reactor array is 128, but it costs 2 water, 0.3. This costs 5. Yeah, okay. We'll just drop down a heavy fission reactor farm, and that'll be enough to get that covered. All right, let's check. The next place I want to check is where we're going to do a whistle-stop tour of the solar system. We can't build any mines on Venus, so I don't know why I came to Venus. I meant to click on Mercury. I don't know if there's any slots available on Mercury. There are 8 sites on Mercury, and they're all currently in use. That's fine. I just wanted to check that. Let's just check the moon as well. I doubt there's anything available on the moon, but we will confirm that. Where is the moon? Moon. There's the moon. There are slots available on the moon, but the resources are terrible. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Hey, hey, Gurgly, how's it going? We're doing fine. We're just looking at more resources at the moment. So we've picked up another 3 mines on the moon. The other thing that we really want to do is... where's the prospecting tab? We want to try and build some space bases, but they're all so far away. So if we look at water, the best water stuff is on Callisto. We're not going to get there. Ganymede, Europa. We have the ones on Ceres. Ganymede, Callisto, Ganymede, Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, Mars, Europa, Ceres, Callisto. There's nothing else really that has good water. This comet has water, but I don't know if we can build on a comet. No, we can't build on the comet. I think it's out of range. I would like a filter in the prospecting tab to filter out things that I can't get to. I guess I could just do inner system asteroids. Then I know I can get to all of them. So for inner system asteroids, these comets all have water, but I can't decide them. When you go to the mine level, it goes penalty to mission control. We'll tell you to have as many mines as you get. You just disable mines to keep bases more protected asset. Yeah, that's a good point, Salty. So all of these comets have water on them, and then these are the first bases that have water on them. Charlie's Chasma here doesn't have terrible stats on 475 Ocello, but I don't know if we can get there. It's got another weird orbit. We can launch for here, so if I found this, so it's going to cost boost, right? Yeah, 2081 boost. Going to take 413 days to get there. We're better off, I think, just trying to build that fleet we were talking about. If it doesn't list Earth launch window, you can't get there. Cool. Volatiles are something we need now. 3552 Don Quixote does actually have a decent amount of volatiles on it, but how long is it going to take to get there? I just want to make sure I've got it selected before I... It's going to take 718 days to get there via boost. So we need ships that can do this. That's what we need. Is we need a fleet. Like we need to probably build a little prospector fleet that can protect itself and deploy these. Are my winning? Rare comment. One day I'll be winning. I mean, we could launch it, but 780 days is a long time. I'll found the settlement. We'll see what happens. It won't do anything for quite a long time, but let's give it a name. We'll just launch from the name list. Yeah, that's the name we've had before. That's the name we've had before. The Spire of Destiny. That's a new name. Spire of Destiny. Imagine being sent out here, having to travel for that amount of time just to start setting the base up. It's going to take even longer to be available because it needs to build the rest of the stuff. But it's an investment. Hey, Sorbical, how you doing? Okay, let's have a look at the XP on our dudes. Human has 51 XP. Whoops. Okay. We are going to keep boosting command until it's at max, I think. Make outposts, they land faster, you can upgrade them in space, which is much quicker. Yeah, that's what I did. Augment. Oh, you mean outposts of the level 1. Last shift, fast shift to fund outposts. Well, that's what we tried to do last time, Demonicus, and I got killed. Let's get her command up. We'll get her command up again. That's all she can grab right now. Actually, caught the notification this morning, so not too late. Excellent. I'm glad you did. Any interesting thing? You can build some space after setting the mission, and the other modules will complete at the same time as the core. Okay, that's a good shout. I'm just looking for any... We'll go back and do that in a second. I was looking for any mining boost in the marketplace, but no, there's nothing there. All right, Jebediah has 40. Jebediah is currently on max administration. His investigation is currently sitting at 19. So I want to just start... What I want to start doing for him is just get his investigation up to max so I can start removing investigation orgs from him. So we'll just increase his investigation right now. So he's currently investigation now is at 21. So all he needs +4 investigation. He's getting +2 from here. Hector private investigations isn't doing anything for him. Syringa isn't doing anything for him either. We should be able to remove both of these. So I'll sell this one. And we'll sell Syringa. So he's jumped down to 23. That's fine. We'll just bring that up over time. He's got 4 points available. CERN is available here. He gets +3 science, +10% energy research. Solaris Automated Industries gives 1.25 boost, 1 engineering, and 3 science. First U.S. Special Forces gives military, found military, build army, build navy, and build space defenses. That's excellent. Also gives +1 command, +3 ops, +2 security. I think we're going to grab the U.S. Special Forces. They only cost 100 influence to grab as well. Cool. We'll grab the U.S. Special Forces. And then what else have we got here? Moonflower Aviation is again... Hey, Nuuk. I'll try that one. What is the objective of today's stream? Try and get a bunch of money.
Hello there.
Hello there. So we get Moonflower Aviation as well, which is +2% military, +2% found military, +2% build army, +2% build navy, +2% space defenses. Or Pilus Aerospace. I think I'm going to grab Moonflower Aviation. They even make us money. Thank you, Mishaps. I really appreciate that. So let's purchase that. Okay, now he's almost at max again. I'm not going to worry about Aspen. I mean, Aspen just makes a little bit of money. Redwood Laboratories is a little bit of science. There's no income hit to that. Let's grab this as well, just so he's maxed out on orgs. Next up, we've got Blonde. So Blonde is currently maxed out on admin and persuasion. I'll keep trying. We'll get there one day. I actually know a Dutch person in real life, so I will speak to them and try and get the pronunciation correct. Although some of the repeating issues that somebody decided to submit both Castlebrain and Castlebrain just to mess with you. Oh, really? Is that somebody, a REM of some kind? A T-REM, perchance? So, Persuasion and Admin are maxed here. We could level up Command, or we could level up Science. Yes, it was. Alright, we're just going to level up his Command. We'll get some more control points. We can get 3 Command level ups for him. Cool. Next up, we've got Yoma Ma. We just need to level her espionage up. 24. That's all she can do this turn. You're at 44. Your command, your admin is atrocious. Her admin is really bad. So I'm actually going to level her admin up for a little bit to try and, like, we can clear down some of these admin things. I'm not going to do that right now, though. And then Hard Python also needs admin. His admin's at 21 right now. So he's almost at the stage where we can get him, we can start clearing up some of his orgs, but there's nothing to grab right now. Okay, that's everybody done there. Now we're going to go back to the mines that we just set up. We'll start with this one, which I thought I renamed and didn't. I thought I renamed this one, but this was Spire of Destiny. I was having a conversation with KB about how silly the modern depictions of swords and armor were. Fair enough. Science can help with unlocks, I believe. Yeah, the science will help with that from what I understand. Alright, so we want to just build this out a little bit. So we want to start off with where's the mine? Settlement mining complex. We want 2-layer defense arrays. We want a farm because it's tier 2. We'll want an admin tower as well because that increases 5% bonus to production. Are we expecting any space battles? Yes, dude, we've got one coming really, really soon. You can even upgrade the core right away, can I? Oh yeah, I can. I can just say core models can only go in the central core slot. Hang on. No, it won't let me upgrade the core. Upgrade. Building space. Cool. My chemistry against 8 kills. Oh my god. What's... Brian has been removed, but Brian is still there. What's happening, mishaps? Why you... What? Oh, the weight of the greatsword. Okay. I couldn't work out what was going on. I was like, what's happened? Okay. We want a nanofac as well, I think. Just because that will give us a little bit of cash. And if we want to build anything else out here, that will help with that. We're currently at negative 219 power. So let's add a heavy fission reactor. Fission reactor arrays. Yeah, we'll add a heavy fission reactor array. And then we'll add another heavy fission reactor. That will cover our power problems for a while. Then what we're going to do is we're going to save this hab template. I'm going to go through the other new mines we set up. I'm just going to apply that template to them. So that's minor planet on Mars. I will just apply that template. And then we need to go to Brunhild on Mars, and we'll apply that template. Why not 3-layer defense array? Just I think 2 is more than enough, because they're gonna be battle stations when the place upgrades. I mean, we could go for 3. That puts us at negative power though, so we'd have to add another power plant. We'd have to add like a fission reactor array to do that, which isn't the end of the world. Okay, we'll add a fission reactor array. We'll save that hab template, and then we'll apply that to the others. So Watchtower, 2 LDAs with UV places seem good enough to me. Okay, we'll just leave that. I'm going to stick with 2 for the others then. We'll just leave that 1 with the 3. Apply hab template. Spire of Destiny, apply. Cool. All right, they're all set up and ready to get going in the background. We've done leveling up our people. We've got the incoming aliens coming very shortly. We need to do assignments now. So let's have a quick check on the status of Earth. I love how chat is talking about swords right now, which is pretty amazing. One that was, I think it was one that's 5 kilos, something to a very large person. What about claymores? How do claymores compare to greatswords? With my heritage, the greatswords, claymores are where my interest potentially lies a little bit. We are down to 46% approval in Russia and 56% approval in Japan. So we need to do something about that stat. So Human needs to head into Russia and do a significant amount of public campaigning. Name's Blonde needs to head to Japan and do the same thing.
Ready for my mission.
We definitely need to research that ferrocite resistance, I think.
What's the offer?
Cool. I know claymores were great swords. I was just curious at how they worked out. Okay. You can't do public opinion. I love how this game works about stuff like Delta V and reaction mass, but pretty much ignores how hard it would be to build a manned mining station out in the national belt. It completely ignores the whole transporting people to and from. I actually think cargo is sent around the solar system by railgun. Do with that what you will, but I believe most transport is done by railgun in this world.
Standing by.
Okay, I don't need to defend anywhere. I think I'm gonna get the rest of the team to do some advising. So you could advise Russia. Oh, so why can't people take multiple sword hits in game? Yomamoor can do some advising in Japan, and Hard Python can advise in probably the Southern Cross. Let's confirm those assignments. Chambers and shields, most great support from centuries later as people stopped using those. There you go. Service LD have better power to combat rating ratio compared to battle stations. Battle stations are better against high orbital bombardment. That's good to know. Not about it so long as you can catch it on delivery. It's not that hard to cut a skull. Okay, this chat's wild tonight. I appreciate everyone chatting away though. Okay, we've done our thing. Let's unpause the game. Let's speed time up a little bit. And we are mostly just watching out for the aliens that are about to arrive. Okay, this is going to be a very sad battle. Because this is the aliens coming to destroy our other ship that is attempting to get to Jupiter. So this ship is dead. There's no way this Norwegian Blue class frigate is going to survive this engagement. We will try, but it just doesn't have a chance. We'll burn for full speed ahead, and then we'll turn it around once it's applied as much thrust as it can. Oh, I should probably speed time up a little bit. And unpausing would help too. Okay, we're burning as fast as we can. Now we're turning in a second. The aliens are coming for us. I love that you fixed that in the middle of the conversation, Kite. We actually got the first shot there. We're actually the aggressor here. What if I padlock to this ship? So we'll set that as your primary, and we'll tell you to padlock to it. Look at us getting the first hits in here. Oh, now they're shooting back. And we're taking big damage. And they disabled our laser. They disabled our laser with their first shot. We had a slight range advantage there, which is really interesting. But the Norwegian Blue's going down. Although they only have frontal firing lasers, it looks like. It's still fighting with this little laser that's got left, but it's not going to last very much longer. And that's the engine's gone. And dead. Kaboom. Brave humans. We're not going to launch any more for Jupiter right now. Okay, so that's done. Battle in space, we lost that battle. That's okay. Weren't expecting to win that one. Actually, I need to keep an eye on... A probe controlled by proxy access arrived... Okay, that's just arrived at another satellite, another asteroid. Cool. What we're waiting on right now is for our armies to retreat into this area. Karim Alim is no longer responding to our message. No one considers this council to be working for us. So the servants have turned back their agent. So we need to return her to our control pretty soon. I also just noticed there's an American army hanging out here. So we need to be aware on that. Because we're expecting people who don't know how to set up a chessboard. What am I missing in chat right now? Reflect the armor put on actors, right? Okay. Of course, it's, by the way, they're actually quite comfortable. You don't lace them way too tight. If you don't die, anything should have precise dagger. You're having a wild conversation. Advice mission complete. I'm letting Max just rush. Okay, that's fine. I'm just waiting for this army to pull out, which looks like it has no health. No, it's the conquer status of this region. And we're holding here. We're winning here. I don't know. Becky to Cobra in the head a few times. Okay, still talking about armor. That's fine. Oh, I've got the game paused.
I will help them.
Lending my expertise.
Offering assistance.
Okay, that's all of our armies retreated. They can now start repairing. And then we'll push into more Russian territory next.
The art of war is a matter of life and death. A road either to safety or to ruin. Soon, very soon, we will follow this road across the stars and face our final destiny.
That
Hans Castillo
is heavy pulse propulsion, now researched by the Academy, and they've selected interplanetary polities as the next one. This gets us access to the H Orion drive, which is one we were looking into last time. Okay, that is that. So that's the fleet about to arrive in Earth orbit. They're still not going to arrive for another month, but we need to be ready for them.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
The people will come to our side.
There's a crackdown in Botswana from one of our spies, and this is a new turn. Almost. That fleet has arrived in low Earth orbit. We don't care about them as long as they don't bombard us. And most of our territory is covered with space defenses anyway. Lots of alien ships being thing. We have a new army has been deployed in China. That's replacing one of the ones we lost last time, which is great. That's pretty quick, actually, that they got that army built. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, it's nearly April, so that fleet's getting very close. A tremendous earthquake has struck the Hohhot region in China. Okay, we might as well use the opportunity. Triggers the following effects. Grants a small public opinion boost. Causes major damage to the economy and population. Great. More global upheaval. These armies are almost fully healed already. Let me just check that none of them are hiding. We've now got control of this army, which is excellent. Let's get that army named. Let's jump into the naming list. I'm going to refresh it because Mishaps, I think, has updated it since I started running it. I'm just going to wait for it to... Okay, it's actually still running. That's wild. Army. Oof, this is a name. This sounds like the kind of name you would get from a Hideo Kojima game. But this is the 4th Ultra Heavy Armored Battalion. demons don't... Oh, demons don't... In fact, I'm going to do it exactly how it's written here, so there's no punctuation. Demons don't die. So demons don't die Legion have arrived. Let's move them up to the front lines. I'm going to send them down... Everything down here is actually under control. We'll send them up to here. Are all the armies here healed? No, they're not. There's one army here that still has damage. And 2 armies here that still have damage. So we'll just wait for them to finish. Probably the Southern Cross is defended this turn. So let's start there. Where are my agents? So we'll get Hard Python to defend the Republic of the Southern Cross.
Protecting our interests.
I'm getting a feeling that public opinion is still in the toilet in Russia and Japan. It is, but it's looking a lot healthier. So we'll get Human to boost public opinion in Russia. And we'll get Blonde to boost public opinion in Japan.
Your orders.
I'm going to get Jebediah to find us a servant counselor who's very easy to turn. Someone who has low loyalty. Karina Salvo looks like a perfect person. And then we'll get Yomamo. I think Yomamo is our turner. No, they're not our turner. So they, for now, will just continue to advise in Japan. And then we'll turn that person next turn. Everything is done. Let's just check there's nowhere else that isn't defended. Just Republic of the Southern Cross. Let's confirm assignments, and let's unpause. We got that fleet coming in that we need to deal with this turn. That's the big one.
Offering support.
We can turn someone right now. Oh, I missed that. That's okay.
Offering assistance.
Defend interest mission
Securing our
complete.
interests.
Pacific Defense League has been researched. Japan claims a whole ton of... This is really interesting. So Japan has a ton of claims. We also have access to some new stuff. I think Ferrocite resistance is probably something we need to pick up because I think we keep getting hit by Ferrocite, which is why we lose our public opinion. If we don't go that route, Heavy Fission Reactor Farm is something we should probably pick up. Molecular Benefiction has been here for a while. Z-Pinch Microfission I don't think we're that worried about right now. Atom Smasher is a technology we probably should start looking into, so we start building up some antimatter. Liberating mainland China is also part of the end goal. Foundry, what's Foundry again? Oh, it's a tier. Okay, it's a tier 3 engineering module. I mean, these are all great, but they're also very expensive. Space Hospital will get us some cash. I think I'm going to lay down for the Atom Smasher and get that running. So Atom Smasher, Rapid Distillation is about to complete. And then DNA Repairs is on the way for our people. We probably... Well, it's always good to have at least one Xenology project going. Well, then let's get Ferrocite sorted. God, this text screen runs so slowly. Let's get Ferrocite Resistance finished. I don't think it's going to take that long. And I want to get involved in mainline research soon as well. So if we have a quick look at Japan, Japan now has claims on Korea, which is good. It also has claims on North Korea. It has claims on Port Moresby, which is this territory section here. It has claims on some of Russia. But the main thing is we probably want to take over Korea with Japan. And then I think either China takes over Japan or Japan takes over China. I'm not 100% sure which way around we do it. And then we also can then end up with the Republic of the Southern Cross inside the Pacific Defense League. You can just use the claim view. I always forget there's a claim view. Faction popularity, national claims. All right, so if we select Japan, that's what Japan can claim. If we select China, China can claim all of this, all of Japan, all of Southwest Asia, which is pretty interesting. The Caliphate does have claims on this section here, and all of this hail to Brant. Iran doesn't have claims on anywhere. What does Russia have claims on? Just itself. Okay. You can build up Japan, then gobble it up with China, and then use Taiwan to turn China into a democracy. Gotcha. So Japan is... Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that or that. Let's put this back onto faction popularity. No, faction control, yeah. Japan never claims China, but Taiwan and Japan can absorb Taiwan. So we get... Now I've got two different routes here. Kite is saying build up Japan, gobble it with China. Namfree is saying Taiwan gobbles Japan. No, Japan absorbs Taiwan, which then gets absorbed by China. Well, either way, we need to take over Taiwan, and we need to take over. I want to get Korea as well if I can. Cool. This is going to be a tough nut to crack because it's owned by two of our allies, our sort of allies. Anyway, that doesn't really matter right now. How are our armies looking? Okay, we still have one army, two armies to repair here. This lot here are all ready to go, though. No, there's still one army to repair here. Let me make that the top army of the stack. And that. So those are the two armies that need the most repairs left. That's a new Russian army built. I didn't realize I was building armies in Russia. Russian armies are not going to be very good, but the 25th Motor Rifles have been built. Oh, that reminds me. I probably need to sort my priorities in Russia, right? No, my priorities in Russia are fine. I just have them set to build army. But I don't have anything in military, and they're in information age. So why am I building armies here when their military is absolutely terrible? I need to actually be pumping research into military if I'm doing this. Yeah, exactly, TRM. I'm like, why am I building armies here? I'm trying to decide if I want to stop building armies here or not. You only had one army in Russia. Okay. Yeah, I've got two armies now, I see. I'm just thinking maybe I just leave them on military for a little while and not bother building armies. I guess they'll work as backbone support forces, right? Iran has deployed a new army. We also lost an Iranian army last time. Okay, our other spy just went quiet. You possibly will be unable to consume Pan-Asian Combine by Taiwan if there's a Federation of Pan-Asian Combine. Oh, great. That sounds incredibly confusing.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
US build economy in Russia. Bigger economy means more investment points. I am building economy in Russia. It is got full investment at the moment. I'm just splitting the pot a little bit, I guess. Okay, our armies are almost ready. The demons don't die have arrived. We'll probably start pushing next month. The aliens are about to hit Earth orbit, though. Okay, Victor 1132 has completed transfer. Let's have a quick look at them. Game is paused, yes. So let's have a quick look at Victor 1132. Remind myself that it's the right one. 1132. This one here. Yeah, they're trying to land an army. This is a pretty big fleet, but this is the fleet we're going to have to hit. So let me, first of all, I'm just going to quickly save because I messed this up by being a bad tactician. So we'll make a coward save because we're so deep into this. If Taiwan occupies Beijing, it still gains all its claimed territories. It's just that the pack will retain the territories Taiwan its allies don't claim and move its capital. This is very complicated. So the Spanish Inquisition need to intercept Victor 1132, which is this one here, and we will transfer. Sorry about the storing, by the way. That is the dog. Okay, it is a... We've almost got a 1-for-1 here, which is pretty funny. But let us engage and start the battle. Oh, that's not good, mishaps. We don't support people like that on this channel, unfortunately. Fortunately for those that like, if you don't know about that kind of thing, it can be very difficult, though. All right, we want to come in hard and fast. Probably the high wall. Yeah. The question is, I'm thinking really dispersed. So we go for a spread formation. So everyone's quite far away from each other. I'm trying not to make this a suicide rush to kill the carrier Hildebrand, but it's gonna be difficult not to. We're gonna come in at max speed, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break the fleet out into different directions once they've engaged. But we need to make sure they're actually in range to launch missiles first. As soon as they start launching missiles, I'll start breaking them off. Okay. You can actually fight and protect. Okay. So the carrier is all the way back here, which is part of the problem. So I think what we're going to do is I have more ships than them. I'm thinking about launching at these ships and then keep moving onto this one. What is the range on our missiles? I need to get outside the bubble to see it. So the missile bubble, the bubble range isn't huge. We are going to have to push quite hard to get to this carrier. The other thing is any missiles that don't kill the front wave of ships will retarget onto the carrier. All torpedo range is 1K. Cool, so they don't change. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to salvo... Do I want to salvo these ships? I want to see if this works. So we might reload the game if this doesn't work. But what I want to do is I want to basically give each ship a target. Wait, a missile in space with max range of 1 kilometer. I think that's a targeting range more than anything else. I want to see what happens if we do this. It's probably not going to work. But I need to know... This is for science right now. So what they should do is when they get in range, they'll all launch missiles. It's 1,000 kilometers. Yeah, obviously. Okay. And I also want them all to go at max speed. So as soon as they start launching, we're going to start breaking. Okay, they are already launching, so we're going to break them off. So you need to go this way. Oh, no, I don't want to move the whole group. Whoops. So you are going to go this way hard. You are going to go this way hard, but not backwards. That's bad. Oh, crap. There you go, like this. You're going to go this. I want you to go up like that. You're going to go 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 like that. You're gonna go like that. You're gonna go like this. Like this. Just try to like make it a little bit harder for the aliens to chase all of my streams. Probably a mistake. I probably should just padlock them all. Okay, they are missing with their opening shots. We lost one ship. Okay, a lot of ships going down as we come in. I think this is a mistake. I think I should have done my other strategy, just launched everything at the carrier. But we'll see how much of the fleet we take out. We're definitely getting missiles through. There go alien ships. Yeah, there goes most of their fleet. The battleship survived. Will this stuff retarget on the carrier, though? That's the question. Because that's what I want it to do. Okay, the carrier is not getting hit. And we are out of ships. So that's the mistake. We didn't hit the carrier at all. Okay. So let's load the pre-combat save. And not do that. Is everything okay in chat right now? Like, do I need to step in at all? Because I'm not really paying a lot of attention, but I know there's quite a deep conversation going on about armor and weaponry that isn't really related to the stream. Let me just check. As soon as I was just when you don't use it. I think we're just talking about its use in military. Yeah, returns to the ship immediately and does not return again until the previous ship was destroyed. I think the protection. That's just nerds nerding out. I just want to make sure it's a positive conversation. But I trust in my mods that if it does get out of hand, people would be sufficiently banhammered out of the chat. Leave one ship behind so missiles can reach the target before it's ending. That's not a bad idea, New Master, actually, if I just hold back. Well, yeah, if I don't accelerate that ship, that's not a terrible idea at all. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. I think we'll try that. Oh, and the music just cut out. That's concerning. I'm just going to turn... I've got the heating on because it's so cold tonight. I'm just going to quickly turn that off. I'm not going too far. I'm just going to go in just while this game loads. I'm just walking over to the wall to turn off the thermostat. way too warm in here now. I think the game may have crashed. No, it hasn't crashed. It's taking a really long time to load. Cool. All right. Mishaps and chat. What are your thoughts on A Knight's Tale? Okay. Ship charge torpedo. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Terra Invicta does not like loading games while in game. That's probably a very good point. Okay, so we're going again for spread, and I want to go for a high wall. Cool. Knights didn't have tails. And we'll come in at full speed still. And actually, there's not much point because we're accelerating, right? I can come in slow and then keep one ship back that's like not going to be pushing too hard. So let's confirm like this. And then everything... So if I do this and then control click on one of them, that'll deselect it, right? Yeah. You're not a movie person, so it's a movie. Okay. No, go fast. We have the fuel. Oh, no, but there's a plan. There's a plan here. We haven't seen it in quite a while. Moving fast increases torpedo. I know now. If we don't worry, I'm just doing this so we have one ship that's not moving fast. I don't want to have to say much time. Oh, the time. Yeah. It's a sports movie disguised as a Knights movie. It's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna try and hit you. I'm gonna try and hit you. I'm gonna try and hit you. I've got a plan this time. We're not just gonna fly and like lose all of our stuff this time. No. So you need to hit. Okay, let me start again. So starting off with telephone operator. Let's come around this side so we've got the sun helping me identify the ships because they're a little bit hard to see. It's basically Heath Ledger. Yes. Okay, sorry. This should be Hindenburg. Hindenburg, target the Dark Void. All for One, target Galactic Cloud. Telephone operator, target Swift Fate. Evaporation, target Ashen White Star. Tarantula, target Endless Night. Phlogiston, target Shadow Flower. Flying Dutchman, target Lone Echo. Sejuk's Wrath, target River Mist. A night sky filled with countless stars, target Morning Tide. Cerulean Sword, target Fading Sky. Hand of Counsel, target Swift Justice. Unending Downpour, target Swift Justice. Nuclear launch detected. Yes, that's pretty much what's happening right now. There's a hammer place really close to me, and I'm probably going to be quitting basketball because of an event that happened recently. So I will probably... We're launching? We're not all launching yet. Okay, now that we've got missiles in the air, I'm switching the whole fleet's target to the Swift Justice. And you need to go full speed ahead. Thanks, Tavian. Okay, there goes some of the ships. Okay, so here we've got another issue that we're not going to actually getting close enough to launch at the carrier. So these are like hardly any of our missiles are actually getting through to anything. I mean, yes, we just like take out most of their fleet, but my ship in my pocket just got killed. And there's no torpedoes on the way to the carrier. There's 3 torpedoes on the way to the carrier. And they all got destroyed. So that was also a fail. Okay, so we need to rethink this again. That's funny, because Saber was the one I was most interested in when I first had a look at fencing. Yeah, there's a proper hammer place really close to me. Like, I can literally walk down the road to it. But yeah. Weird flex, I know. Okay, we're having a bit of problems with this. What do I need to change? What do I need to do differently? I wonder if I split the fleet up right from the start in different directions, like a starflower formation. Try and go around the enemy fleet. When you go to max speed from the start, that's probably why Torps go shot down. I mean, we could be really boring, right? I could just launch everything at the carrier. I just really want to try and take their fleet out first. We'll just take out the carrier. Just unfortunately to wait 20 minutes for it to load again. Oh, the music stops. That's a bit confusing. Why did the music stop last time, didn't it? It just when we hit that point in the load cycle. The exploding class was never meant to engage equal numbers effectively. Yeah, it was just meant to dump everything. Can you fling yourself around to the side without going out of range of the carrier? We can try. But I think we're just going to do the old tactic of just running at them and launching all the missiles. These ships are cheap. They're just designed... It was just because everyone was so shocked at me throwing the lives away last time. But we'll just run them into the enemy. I don't really want to go through the loading screen again. Okay. Third time's the charm. So what we'll do is... I've got an idea. We'll go for a spread formation like this. We'll set everyone to max speed. And what I'll do is I'll give them all a ramming command on the... Full speed ahead command and a ramming command on the carrier when we start. So what we'll do is we'll select everybody. We will set this as our primary target. If I can... assault carrier. I'll give them all an intercept course. Which means they'll all head straight forward at high speed. Except for this guy, who I didn't click on by accident. There we go. This is how we do it. Because now we're kind of lateral to the enemy. Let's see how well they guard against this. How do I get rid of the... I want to get rid of the UI. Well, we got rid of the flight paths at least. I'm not launching yet, unfortunately. One ship's already dead. Come on, launch your missiles. Or at least accelerate? It's still out of range, that's the problem. Oh, this is the charge of the light brigade, isn't it? Some of the ships have started to launch. But it's not enough missiles are going to get through here. We don't need a lot of them to get through, but we need more than this to get through. None of the missiles are going to get through. We've got like 4 missiles on the way. That's the last ship destroyed. I'm going to try and highlight these missiles as they come in. The assault carrier is going to shoot them all down. That's actually the least damage we've done on any of our runs. Okay, we need to rethink this again. So what do we do? More spread out. That was the idea there, but the problem with starting them spread out was that they needed more time to get into range, and the enemy outrange just shot them down on the way in. It actually works out better if we're really tightly clustered together, so we hit missile range at the same time. Kite is 100% correct. We don't have enough fuel for fancy maneuver tactics. I think we just keep to a really tight ball and we just try and bust through. I think I'm going to get a small number of ships to fire at them, just basically as a screen, so that their lasers are caught up trying to kill, basically trying to clean torpedoes out that are coming in. Yeah, well, exactly what Demonicus said. Demonicus said. You ever seen Ender's Game? I can't Ender's Game. Yeah, that's pretty much the hope. And there goes the music again. We can definitely do this. We just need to do it right. I don't know if a convoy is the right way to do it, because I think it just gives them one target to shoot at as they get in range. I think we come in as a fist, or maybe 2 lines. Maybe two like a front row and a back row. And the front row shoots at the aliens, and the back row all shoots at the carrier. We're almost there. The closest they'll be in range first and have the best chance to destroy them fast. Yeah, that's so we're kind of working a little bit off everyone's plan here. So what I'm looking at is we'll do a tight. What does staggered look like? Staggered's a little bit awkward, but we could maybe do staggered. We could have all of these ships hit the aliens and all of these ships hit the. What else have we got? Convoy, I think, is too. Cloud isn't correct. Convoy. Convoy's a potential. Chevron, no. Double chevron, no. What's trips? Ah, duos is maybe what we're looking for. No. Okay, it's not depths. This could be our formation here. So these frontal ships will all engage the aliens, and these 3 ships are reserve ships are for the carrier. So we're going to come in at max speed. We'll confirm. I'm going to give everybody an intercept. So we're going to start with, we're going to set the fleet target for the Swift Justice, and we're going to set an intercept course for the Swift Justice. That just gets everyone to boost to max speed as they go towards it. Then we're going to take the front ships here, and we're going to target the enemy fleet. So you hit the Swift Fate. You hit the Dark Void. You hit Galactic Cloud. The Tarantula hits Ashen White Star. The Hindenburg hits River Mist. The Telephone Operator hits Endless Night. The Cerulean Sword hits Morning Tide. A night sky filled with countless stars. I'm not going to bother with the gunship, so it's going to hit the battleship. And the Hand of Council is going to hit the battle cruiser. And then just to make sure, these 3 at the back are going to hit the Swift Justice. All right, let's see if this can give us some sort of result. With basically the front line acting as a shield for the ships at the back. They should be burning. There we go. Now they're burning, and they're already under fire, but they're already launching, which is a big difference from last time. Which means we'll actually get some torpedoes in the air before these ships. That's exactly what I'm doing, New Master. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're firing the missiles to keep the lasers busy. And the hope is the back ships are going to punch through and launch everything they have at the carrier. And we're actually getting most of our magazines emptied this time before the ships are destroyed. Okay, the back row are getting hit, which is not ideal. Okay, the back row are now firing at the carrier. There go the big ships from the enemy fleet. Their gunships are still alive, but we've taken out most of the big ships. We have lots of missiles en route for the carrier as well. The carrier is firing a lot of stuff on its own. We've got to hope this overwhelms its PD. Here it comes. We have hits. Not a lot. Another one got through. It's taking... Okay, it stopped defensive fire now. Come on, we need to kill it. We've only got a few more torpedoes. It survived. Can you believe it? It survived. It survived that attack. And these guys are no torpedoes left, right? Yeah. Oh, this guy has 12 torpedoes left, but his torpedo bay has been destroyed. Just in case they can fire. Ram? I don't know if I can ram. No, none of them have active engines. Oh, but we're launching some more torpedoes. They did have torpedoes in the bay. There are torpedoes coming out, but our Delta V might be too high. They're trying to decelerate. Look at the torpedoes. If the army module was destroyed, I can't check if its army module was destroyed. There are torpedoes trying to come against our speed. I don't know if they've got the thrust to do it, though. You can't... Hang on. You can't ram... Hang on. If I set fleet target to this... There are some torpedoes that might hit. We may still get a kill. No, I think the torpedoes are running out of gas before they're hitting. It's these torpedoes here. Everything died, Nook. We had a huge fleet. Is that going to hit? Are any of these going to hit? That was a hit. That was a hit. That was a hit. Another hit. Another hit. There's 3 more torpedoes coming in. Come on, you can finish it. Yes! We got the assault carrier. That literally came down to the last torpedo. And we took out most of their fleet as well. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. These ships cost nothing. That's the whole point of them. We just have to wait for the battle to end now. I've ordered a disengage. Thank you, Demonicus. Oh, I forgot to do action stations. Oh, it might not play because this is playing. Action stations. Oh, it's not working. I'll try one more time. Action stations. Nah, it's not firing. That's a shame. Action stations? We're literally just waiting for the combat to end. Because the gunships are still... The gunships might come in and kill our ships. It looks like they're going to. Oh, I can't believe we have to wait for this to play out. I guess I could try and end the battle. We have to wait for ballet, for the ballet.
Thermal signature detected.
I forgot I could auto-resolve after I got my results. So the big thing is we got the Swift Justice. So that is another assault carrier destroyed. So we don't need to worry about another assault carrier now until there is one on the way. 24th of July 2050. So we have a year to build more ships, and this is a much smaller fleet, but it probably get bigger before it gets here. So we do need to start laying down a new fleet. The problem is we don't get any exotics because we don't win the fight, which is sad. But yeah, we managed to pull that one out of the potential disaster. All right, I'm going to go and get a quick drink of water so I can keep going for a little bit longer. So I'm going to just very quickly take a quick break. If you're on Twitch, that means I'm going to do an ad run. Don't worry about it. It's just to stop people from having to deal with interstitial ads when they join the stream. So go and get yourself a drink, go to the bathroom, stretch, do whatever you need to do. I'm just going to run an ad break while I get myself a drink. I'll be right back in about 3 minutes. So just hang fire, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, but the ads are still running on Twitch for another minute, so we can't do anything until Twitch catches back up with us. One of the things we need to think about is you can carry land destroyed with bombarder before deployed. Yeah, but I don't have any ships to bombard with. Oh, I'm sorry you have to go, Nook. But I'm back now. What was I going to say? Yeah, we need to build a new fleet to defend Earth with, so I'm going to lay down a bunch more of those ships. See you later. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in for the start of the stream. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we need to build some ships. Let me just make sure that Twitch is back. I'll do a shorter one of those next time. That was a little bit too long. Yeah, okay, Twitch is back. Cool. In that case, let's get started on, first of all, laying down some ships for the next one that comes. So ship construction, Explodey class at Earth. And we want to build them at Betty, Botty, Bot, Butter. Jeez, these names. So let's get 4 of them doing. Did we do the Exodus ending? No, we haven't done the Exodus ending yet. We're a long way off that, unless you're joking about me going to taking an ad break so I can get a glass of water and go to the bathroom. Okay, so that's done. We're building those ships. Let's on pause and then pick speed up again. Oh, we're looking at invading Russia again, aren't we? So let's jump back down here. I think our armies are fully repaired, if I'm correct. Pretty much. Let's do it. We're going to launch the invasion. So all of you are going to invade Moscow. And all of you are going to invade St. Petersburg. Neither of these are mountainous regions, so we should be able to take them fine. Okay, we've got a new turn. First mate Exodia. I've definitely unmuted my mic and I'm live again, right? I didn't make a mistake there. No, I've unmuted my mic and I'm live. Good. Okay. We got our new Iranian army, so let's name that. And we got a new Russian army as well. So Iranian army first. They are going to be called in an army name. They are... what a name. God's Strongest Soldier is the name of this army. Just one man. It is literally God's Strongest Soldier. And our other army is another Red Dwarf joke, which I love to see. And they were a Russian army. Where did they appear? I guess you just click on Russia and find them. That's China. That's China. That's Russia. 25th Motor Rifles, which are in a weird... Why are they here? Anyway, they are going to be called Aces... Oops, not just Ace. Aces Kippers. Alright. Smoke bit of kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Make sure add targeting computer to Explodey. Bigger than ships tend to carry an ECM. I'm pretty sure we have a targeting computer on that ship. No, it's just magazines, isn't it? Alright, next round we'll add targeting computers too, because I've already started building this one. Oh my god, all of our nation states need to protect it this turn. We don't actually have enough agents to do that. That's pretty bad. So, Human needs to defend China. We'll get... Names belonged to defend Japan. We'll get... Can you defend? Okay, we do have enough people. We'll get you to defend Republic of the Southern Cross. Securing our control. Go sort of selecting... Oh, I didn't confirm the army deployments. Okay, I'll do that in a second. And then Hard Python can defend the Caliphate. So we're actually okay. We can defend everywhere. That just leaves Yomamo. And Yomamo can continue to advise Japan. Aussie is already protected. Yeah, but we have... Oh, I did not remove the notification, did I? Australia doesn't appear to be protected. Unless I'm covering it up. It is protected. Okay, cool. In that case... Excuse me. Jebediah can... Is it you that I do my turning with? No, it's not you that does my turning with. I think it's a Human who does my turning. Hang on a second.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, so let's get you to turn a... He's got 0. Does he actually have 0? We'll just turn her again. And then that means that we can get Jebediah Kerman to defend China. So let's just confirm that we've done that right. We've got Jebediah Kerman defending China. We've got Names Blonde defending Japan. We've got Hard Python defending the Caliphate. And Republic of the Southern Cross is from last turn. Let me just confirm that. Caliphate. Japan and 1 slot in China. Cool. That's all sorted. Excellent. Now I need to confirm my army. Yes, some of our agents are getting a little bit well known. Now we're going to do our army deployments that I forgot to confirm. So all of you deploy here, confirm, and all of you deploy here, confirm. Okay, now let's confirm assignments. We've confirmed army deployment. We'll clear all these notifications so we don't get confused by them next turn. And we will unpause the game. And the invasion will begin in a couple of days.
Protecting our interests.
Welcome back,
Making
Demonicus.
things safe.
Hope you have a nice coffee.
I will help them.
Roasted meat sounds good too. Okay, that's our armies are now invading.
Making things safe for our people.
That's just all of our armies are now moved in. God, look at the speed of this.
Gained an agent.
American army moving towards Sydney, Canberra. So we've got an American army trying to counter invade us, but we do have 2 defenders here, and it is a mountainous. It's not a mountainous region, but we have the defender bonus. I think we'll be fine. But they're basically just counter invading us because. Something I need to do is carry him. Okay, she's still in 0%. Excellent. Baghdad now has a core economic region. Baghdad Caliphate has grown to become a core economic region, making an essential node of the global economy. It'll grant bonuses GDP gains from economy priority. I've already checked this mission success, and it remembered the 0% from last time we controlled her, which is pretty cool. We're about to take over St. Petersburg, and we've now taken control of St. Petersburg, which is huge. We'll let the armies heal up, but we can move them on pretty quickly. This is taking a lot longer. The Moscow region is obviously a lot tougher than the St. Petersburg region. American army moving towards Jeddah. Do I have a Caliphate army to defend Jeddah? We've got 1 army here. We will move that into position. And then I'll move this army over. Does mean the Americans might move into here, but we've got this army here to redeploy if we need to. I'm actually going to get them to take Minsk really quickly if they can. Okay, cool. Watchtower has now completed, so I can get that upgrading to tier 3. All of our new mines have actually completed, so we want you to upgrade to a colony core. And I want the other ones to upgrade to colony cores 2. So that was Watchtower. Then want Brunhilde to upgrade to a colony core. And then I want Minor Planet to upgrade to a colony core. Oh, Demonicus, thank you so much. Reward for destroying the carrier. I didn't get the exotics to Demonicus, that's the problem. Thanks for Baghdad. So they didn't give me the... Because I technically didn't win the fight, I didn't get the exotics, which is very sad. But thank you, that more than makes up for it. That's very kind of you. I hope your coffee is delicious and at the perfect temperature at all times. Okay, so we've almost got Moscow. This place. Army to exit. Oh, we're actually taking a guards army off Russia. That's pretty funny. We need a name for them. Russia takes control of the Moscow region. Cool. Russia has Moscow back. Where's this army? Where's the guards? Okay, we'll have to click on Russia. And then I need to find the 20th Guards Army. They're in Tripoli. I can't see them. Well, anyway, I want to move them back into friendly territory. And I want to rename them. So they get a name from the naming list, which is... Haste the Skippers again. I think we've already used that name. The Ghost... This army is the Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima. Okay. A series I haven't played, actually. Move them back on your turn. Okay, well... Be honest, oh, thank you, that's very kind of you doing this. That is a wonderful blessing. Hope your coffee is wonderful at the perfect temperature. It's a good one, isn't it, Kashmir Good? I'm pretty happy with that one. Pretty happy with that blessing. Okay, we've now taken over Minsk. And deuterium tritium fusion has completed.
Just tell me which one's cheapest and which one won't get us sued again. Chairman Soren van Wyk, comments to Pet Chemicals Board of Directors.
So the Protectorate has selected deuterium fusion next as their thing. This gives us access to fusion piles, electrostatic containment fusion reactors, mirror cell fusion reactor, fusion tokamaks, hybrid containment fusion reactors, Z-pitch fusion reactors, industrial confinement fusion reactors, and there's a chance for muon spikers and civilian fusion reactors. Now the question is, it should be much higher than 420p. I'm pushing to YouTube at 4K on AV1. It should be much higher than 420p. If that is not happening, that's a really big problem because it should definitely be higher than that. Now you've got me checking because it needs to be higher than that. I need to mute this when I load it. It is muted. Yeah, I could 4040p is available. It should be at 4040p. It should be available at 4040p, not 4K. Sorry, it should be available at 1440p. You got GC 720p. Okay, Demonicus has the 1440p. Max is 20. Yeah, it should be available at 1440p. Because that's what YouTube accepts AV1 encoded video streams, unlike Twitch. So Twitch is way nastier on the bandwidth than YouTube. I'm only using 7,000 or 8,000 kilobits per second on YouTube to upload, and I'm using 13,000 on Twitch at the same time. So there's some interesting stuff for you. Anyway, do we want to get involved in deuterium fusion? It's not that long a project. We could maybe take control again. In fact, that'll let us take control. I'd like to take control of the research again, so we're going to grab that. We're about to get control of... Okay, the economy has expanded in Russia. So we have a new control point. Let's just make sure that our regional priorities are correct. Why is economy? Oh no, I just... Haha, damn. Let's put this back to new non-fight. And then we want to add mission control. And we want to add space defenses. And we want to add military. Let's get rid of the welfare. We'll add a bit more... We'll drop the knowledge off. Funding doesn't need to be there. We'll do that. My connections suck. You just say now 480p max for you, yeah. And Twitch should be fine as well at 1080p. And thank you for confirming that, Kashmir Goat. But I was just very concerned when I heard that YouTube was at 480p because I was like, YouTube should be much higher than that. Okay, we've taken a considerable chunk of Russia back. I think we just keep pushing. None of our armies are that badly damaged from this. Neither of these are mountainous regions either. This is part of Russia, right? Do I have a claim on Murmansk? Yeah, I think I do. This is the edge of Finland, right? Murmansk. Yes, I do have a claim on Murmansk. Okay, cool. So we will get this army to invade here. Actually, we'll take back this area here. And Alexander celebrated because there was a crazy amount of land left to conquer. Yeah. And we'll take here as well. So we'll just get our Europe connection going, and then we'll start pushing eastwards. What's wild is it looks like I can... Oh, I do control. This is what I was thinking of. This is St. Petersburg here that I was concerned about. Okay. Dun dun dun. That's all done. That's all done. That's all done. Let's unpause. We're on the edge of Finland. I don't know what song you're referencing, T-Ram, but that's how I sing it. Krynos Kildo's arrived in Jeddah. Cool. So that's our defensive army to fight off the Americans who haven't arrived yet. Oh, I didn't actually deploy this army over. Whoops. I'm very bad at not confirming the army deployments, aren't I? Okay. So we need to turn over another person this turn. So you need to turn... Can you get this Protectorate agent, please?
Reeling them in.
The alien admin is blockaded.
For my mission.
We have freedom of the seas. No, damn. Republic of the Southern Cross is still blockaded. Japan is still blockaded. China is still blockaded. But the alien administration is blockaded. So who actually has control of the sea right now? If we're blockaded and the administration is blockaded, is it just America that there aren't? It's just America. Okay. The potential agent I target is already turned. Not by me, he's not. Does it matter if he's already turned by somebody else? Oh, is working for the servants. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. Provide them intelligence. Traders can be turned back to original loyalty. Okay, so there's no point because we kind of get there. Let's go for the initiative then. Thank you for pointing that out, Kite.
I'll make them an offer they can't refuse.
Good work.
Reporting in.
All right, public opinion. Public opinion is currently down to 46% in Russia, 63% in Japan. So let's boost that a little bit. We'll start in Russia. It's very confusing, Salty. They're allied, I think, in the war, but obviously not sharing navies or something. We need to defend Russia because it has a new control point.
Ready.
Oh, so the capital is now in Moscow again.
Acknowledged.
Yomamo, is there any intel you can mess around with? Also, do we just get kicked out of this? No, we are still going to win this. Cool. Tech. Can I is it control click? There was a way to make all of them switch to tech. I can't remember what it was. Okay. Nothing here is ready for me to engage with. Ooh. Ultraviolet phaser batteries are stealable, I think. That's interesting. We could also knock back ultraviolet phaser batteries for them. Let's knock back ultraviolet phaser batteries for the Caliphate, for the initiative. So Yomamo, sabotage. Not the Caliphate, the initiative, yeah.
I'm going in.
Shift click, cool. Thank
Ready
you.
for orders.
Okay, and then Jebediah needs a mission. Just advise Russia for now. Help them with coming back to life. Confirm assignments. And unpause. Demons Don't Die has arrived. Oh, I forgot to hide. Damn. Sorry, Hayden. Thank you for reminding me.
Offering assistance.
What's happening over here? Nothing. We're just claiming these sectors.
Counsel.
Securing our interests.
Oh. Cool. Alembic has its spaceworks and battle stations online, and we've just built a whole ton of op centers, pushing our mission control up to 260. How's our income looking? Income looks okay. Income looks fine at the moment. Not great, but healthy-ish. Our money income just went down. We've just taken the Tallinn region, and we have just taken... Ooh, inertial confinement fusion reactor is available for research, which will also give us access to the Triton Nova drive. All of us should be ours by next stream, yeah.
What hits them?
Okay, we want to take ultraviolet phaser batteries. Yeah, we'll definitely take Russia pretty soon. There's some armies here desperately... Polish armies desperately rushing over to stop us, which I find pretty funny. Oh, the game's paused.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
Cool. Russia takes control of Murmansk. That's us. So we've now got all of this. Our new spy needs to be set to 0% fail. Alright. Rapid distillation techniques just completed, and our mines now produce 15% more volatiles. That's a really big research. Let's have a look at what we want to pick up next. So we do have access to, if we wanted, our first fusion thingy-mabobber. Is it here? Ultra-cold neutron containment. What is ultra-cold neutron containment? Completion may unlock the following technologies and projects for research. Neutronium spiker and neutronium microfission drives. Okay. Inertial confinement is the best line, also the longest. Where is inertial? Extruding coal batteries are energy filaments. It's an energy, thank you. Inertial confinement. Let's get this ticking along then. We'll just have that in the background. And let's continue to unpause. Public campaign, okay, that's not us. 190-ish, that's quite a big chunk. Remask group, no, we'll get this started. She's failed her public support mission. Ghost of Tsushima has arrived at Rostov-on-Don. It is fast. Okay, we'll maybe look at that next, Demonicus. 85% efficiency. Is that... I know, it's not great. Fusion Tokamak 1 is now available. Look, the fact that we even have some research stations in Earth orbit is a miracle. Electrostatic containment fusion reactors now available. And there goes our layer defense arrays on Mars at those stations, which is good. Hybrid container fusion reactors done. Okay, you would recommend hybrid containment first. Well, we can actually do that because it just became available. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. So change this to hybrid. All my armies are idle at the moment. I'm letting them re-heal a little bit. energy is hybrid containment. Let's do that instead. So all my armies here are idle right now. This, I think we'll just keep pushing. I'll just send them all into here, because at the moment we don't have anyone standing up to us, and this will just make it so quick to flip. Fusion pile, that's a really good one. And that's a new turn. Okay, so first things first, what's public opinion like? 54% in Russia and China. I really need to fix that. Human really needs to go to ground though, so we're going to spend a turn going to ground.
Initiating.
Blonde also...
What's the op?
Blonde doesn't need to really go to ground yet, so he can boost public opinion in China. We cannot afford to lose China.
We must persuade the people.
Jebediah Kerman could go to ground for a turn in Lhasa.
Evading pursuit.
Yoma Ma is fine.
Ready to go.
Hybrid containment is the best non-exotic drives. Cool. We'll push down that pretty hard though. After mothball, are you just going to after Nusha, are you going to mothball towards 7 HQ until it runs out of nuke? What I'm thinking about doing is feeding it my Caliphate and Iranian armies, the ones that are pretty low tech level, and my Russian armies, until they run out of nukes, and then maybe we'll just roll over them with the bigger stuff. How many nukes does the alien administration actually have? It has 39 nukes, so I don't have that many armies. Hard Python. We don't need to defend anywhere yet, just be 100% certain. No, we don't need to defend anywhere. Hard Python can advise in Russia for this turn.
I will help.
And Yuma Ma can just continue to advise in Japan. Whoa, what happened to my camera? Can continue to advise in Japan for the moment.
Offering support.
Okay, let's confirm those assignments. That's all correct. We'll clear this. To be honest, us taking back Russia right now is achieving something I thought we would never achieve. I never thought we would actually be in a position to reform Russia and take it back, which is pretty crazy for me that it's actually happening. Yes, hardened armies has been researched.
Hunkering down.
I'm pretty certain I researched it a turn ago.
Going into hiding.
Oh crap!
My expertise.
Hang on. What was that? Hang on! Stop! Pause the game. Alien fleet is on a trajectory towards low Mercury orbit. That's what we needed to see. Space Force Alien defeated Humanity First, the Battle of El Capitan Station in low Earth orbit. Humanity First lost one ship. What is this fleet? Because that looked like a huge fleet. This is an 18-ship fleet with a combat value of 3.3k heading for Mercury. You could already capture Korea with China. Cool. That's probably our next job then. You could outproduce the nukes. Yeah, I probably could. Extra nuke for just reduces splash damage. First army stack is still auto-destroyed. Okay, so this fleet is a cruiser, just 2 destroyers, 4 destroyers, monitor, frigate, corvette, escort, gunship. Okay, it's not actually that big a fleet. Our Mercury fleet, the Badass Brigade, has a combat value of 1.7k, but it is pretty powerful. These guys are going to arrive in June 2051. So we should probably look at making sure Badass Brigade is as upgraded as possible. At the moment, if we just jump into this menu here, go to Project Exodus, Mercury, Badass Brigade. So our battleships are Block 5s, which is coil cannon Mark 2s, with light railgun battery Mark 3s and a heavy coil gun battery Mark 2. God, the Jolly Roger has one hell of a crew. So they're all 5As. The battle cruisers are all Block 4 battle cruisers, which have 720cm ultraviolet arc laser cannons and point defense arc laser turrets with advanced laser engines and targeting computer Mark 3s. And then we have the Gallipoli, the Resonance Cascade, the Smite of Infidels, and the Tsuji. I was just about to say, let's just build some more front lines. We seem to not have little armor balls with this fleet, because they've all been attritioned away. Nuclear fusion in space is an interesting topic. In my opinion, you would need a small fission reactor to provide energy to start fusion reactor, because starting fusion reactors requires a lot of power. So I think we build a couple more of these guys, which are they're just like as much armor as possible on a tiny ship with autocannons. So I think we're going to lay down a couple of those in Mercury orbit. And then we'll build some explodies as well, I think, once they've been built. So we'll go to Mercury, and we want to build at Clark Dad's Oversight 2 is the station we want to build at. And we want to build, to start with, want to build frontline escorts, which only take 34 days. I think you can upgrade the point defense lasers to ultraviolet to make them more use of all of those laser engines. Let's have a quick look, Damfrey. I'm not going to... let's go into ship designer, ship classes. Let me hide all the obsolete ships. So the last thing we built was the Banhammer Block 4. If we upgrade this, we are currently using point defense arc laser turrets. If I look at hull weapons and I go to lasers, so we do have access to ultraviolet batteries. Let's upgrade the point defenses to ultraviolet. I think the reason we're using the point defenses was they are there primarily to do a lot. We're trying to stay away from using phasers, though, because we're not wanting to use the exotics, at least on these ships at the moment. So phaser PD requires basically half upgrade to PD phaser. What am I missing here? Oh, right, I've got point defense phaser turrets. I'm a doofus. Yes, we will indeed upgrade to phaser defense turrets. That is 100% a great shout. Let's save this as the 4A. Save design, that's fine. And then I'll need to upgrade these afterwards. In ship classes, we can now mothball the Banhammer Block 4. It is now obsolete. And we will start building the 4As ASAP. The Explodey class, do we have access to the ship? We do. So we now have access to Olympus-shaped nuclear torpedoes. A nuclear thermal rocket torpedo deploying a 1 megaton shaped nuclear weapon that focuses its energy in a narrow cone. So I think we upgrade from what we're currently using, which are air-raised torpedoes, to the Olympus-shaped nuclear torpedoes. Oh, do we need to upgrade the targeting computer as well? Okay. So this has a magazine size of 4 compared to the air-raised, which has a magazine size of 12. So we are losing a lot. Oh, these need a target. Okay, you're just meaning for these. We're losing a lot of of actual munitions in exchange for big booms. But I think that's exactly what the explodies are for. So we're going to go boom, 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 and we're going to add a targeting computer in here as well. Targeting computer Mark III. I think we just do this. The Demonicus actually has an interesting idea of upgrading half the launchers. We could instead go for a mix. And we'll have Ares in there as well, and the Ares basically will eat up all of the PD on the way in. But that means we only get about 12 torpedoes per ship if we do this. Actually, I think what we do is this. The advantage of ship nuclear is the enemy ships still take damage if they get close enough. The Olympus has a blast range of about 100 kilometers. Let's go all in on the Olympus just to see what it's like. I think I want to do that. Change utility makes it invalid. Okay, we can't add in targeting computers. We'll just go for magazines. We'll just go for sheer amount. Where's the kaboom? That's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. So we'll save this as the Explodey Block 2, and we will make the original Explodey obsolete, and we'll build some of those as well. And I need to upgrade the ones I'm building at Earth to that model as well. Okay, so we have a fleet on the way, but they're not going to get here for 2 years. I just didn't want to miss them arriving. I didn't want to miss whatever it was that was happening there. We're currently taking Archangelesk. So let's unpause the game. Got an alien fleet arriving in low Earth orbit. Are we still control of Archangelesk? I don't have Hades nuclear torpedoes yet. No. I've only got these ones, so I'm just going to continue moving this whole army. We'll move into Yedrisburg is mountainous, so now we're moving into mountainous regions, which will take a little bit longer. But we've almost got all of Russia back in action. Okay, they've stolen from the Protectorate. The army in Rostov can go west.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
American army moving towards Jeddah. We knew that was happening. How is Jeddah looking? Jeddah's looking fine. I still have forgotten to confirm this army deployment. Over. How are things looking in Sydney, Canberra as well? We are smashing the Americans in Australia, which is excellent. They, unlike the emus, are being destroyed. Tempting, that's fine. Mirror self-fusion reactors are available. That's our big move into the new region. And it is now ours. The Eurasian Union took control of Yeninsburg. Interesting. Not Russia. We will move up to here now. So competent fishing rights with wide power settings would be preferred. AA still has Crimea. Oh, here. Sevastopol. Yes, we need to take this. Oh, you're talking about this army here? The Ghost of Tsushima probably needs a little bit of support to do that. But we can try and deploy these two armies. Why can't I deploy you here? We can't get in here because there is no bridge between Rostov-on-Don and Sevastopol. You can only get into Sevastopol through Ukraine, and we currently not at war with Ukraine, so there's no route for our army to get here. Which unfortunately means we can't do anything about... Oh, we can get in from here, though. Weird. Why can't this army... So, I'm going to deploy this army, and then I'm going to send this army here, and I'll try and get them to move over. Aliens built the bridge, yeah. Apparently we can get in. I'm not sure what was going on there. We'll see what happens. I'm also going to send in this army as well, but it looks like we might have to be in the adjacent region before they can move. The Ghost has a navy, of course. And apparently the Eurasian... So Russia, we now have the Eurasian Union. The Eurasian Union has naval freedom, but China is blockaded. So I can send Russian armies to Australia, but not Chinese armies. I don't understand how that works if they're all allied. We have all the Russian major cities. Yeah, I think we do. Are we? Is the Eurasian Union allied? It is with China. Yeah, the Eurasian city is allied with China. Yeah, fully allied with all of my stuff. I don't understand how some of these armies have freedom and some of them don't. I don't know if one army is going to be enough to take Sevastopol, but we will try. But Eurasia is not at war with us. Oh, okay. Eurasia is not at war with the US. Gotcha. That makes sense. So they're not blockaded by the US. Construction. Okay, we've got some explodey classes done. So I need to name all of these ships and get them into a fleet together. So let me just merge all fleets. Then we need a name for this fleet. Wait, what's going on? That's fine. So the fleet name is... we've already had that name. No, this is Task Force Varyag. Which is very funny. Great reference. And then we need to name the ships. So the Procyon... Or the Prussian? The Procyon? I think it's the Procyon. Is going to be called the Light of Australia. Which is nuclear light now. Light of Australia. Then we need the... Feiyu is going to be renamed to the Arcadia Rose, which is a great name. Arcadia Rose. Okay, and then moving on, the Canopus is being renamed to... Oh, City Cat. The Braveheart. Scotland! Freedom! Braveheart. That's what I'll say every time I see this thing go into combat, if I notice it. And finally, the Lyra is being renamed to... The Black Sunrise. That's what you see after they launch their nuclear torpedoes. Black Sunrise. Now I need to upgrade all of these ships before I build more. So we need to go into ship construction. I forgot how fast exploding has built. Yeah, exactly. That's why they're here. Russia doesn't add to combine navy value to other nations. Gotcha. So we need to go to ship construction. We need to go to refit.ship. And then we need to refit, the banhammers all need to be refitted. I didn't realize I could refit them. Oh, I could add them to the queue, I guess. We'll add that to the queue then. Because these all need to be done. Okay, that's all them done. And now all of these need to be upgraded as well. That's exactly what nanofactories are, yeah. We're basically 3D printing ships at this point in the game. Okay, so they're all upgrading. We'll lay down some new ships when they finish upgrading. Let's keep going. Lots of alien ships being built. Z pinch fusion reactors are available. Let's see how this army does in Sevastopol on its own. So you guys do not have God's strongest soldier. It's God's soldier stronger that is doing the invasion, which is amazing. Also, I love that we're liberating Sevastopol. That's very ironic. And we have now taken the Surgent region over, so we will continue moving forward into Norlisk. We've almost got all of Russia. We'll just finish it off. We do have the Polish armies. We're going to encounter them here in a fight. We're building ships with I assume that should be nanomachines. Yeah, but it's basically artificial coral growth. I think that's a really great way to put it. We're about to have an actual land battle in deepest, darkest Siberia.
Acknowledged.
All right, new turn.
Orders.
We need to defend Iran. So let's get old mate. Ooh, what just happened? Where's my camera focused on right now? Oh, it's focused on that random space station. We'll get old mate Hard Python to defend Iran.
Securing our control.
They don't call him a one-man army for nothing. Okay, we need to look at public opinion here, because I think it's really crashing right now. We're down to 49% in the Eurasian Union and sub 50 in a lot of other important places. So let's get Human to public campaign in the Eurasian Union. We'll get Names Blonde to public campaign in China. I want to keep China as high as possible. It's absolutely essential.
Making our case.
Jebediah Carmen can advise in the Eurasian Union.
I will help them.
Yomamoa can continue to
I'm here.
advise in Japan for now.
Offering assistance.
Let's confirm assignments. Let's clear all of these notifications. You would need that fusion to 3D print advanced electronic and photonic components. Yeah, imagine how weird would it be that your spaceship is like all one seamless thing? That would actually put me off. I'd like some rivets and bolts.
Offering counsel.
So I think these Polish armies are trapped.
I will help them.
They're stuck in these territory sectors, unable to get out,
My expertise.
because they can't invade into my territory because they're only defending. So Ghost of Tsushima has arrived. We need to keep an eye on it because they're already getting whacked. But they can just jump in and out, I think. Muon Spikers are available for research. I want to add that as a favorite. Civilian fusion reactors. National investment points into economy reduced by 10%. Welfare by 5%. Environment by 10%. That's a really nice project for trying to save Earth. Making a spaceship a single object would make it a nightmare for repair and maintenance. That's a really good point, actually. You stop wanting rivets as soon as the ship got hit and rivets started bounding around. I didn't, literally mean rivets. I just meant, that kind of thing. You need to be able to take it apart. Yeah. Rivet spotting was one of the main driving factors to start casting and welding tank parts. Cool. Okay, these people all lost their fleet. So we need to rebuild their fleet. So let's merge our fleets. And then they were Strike Force Varyag. No, Task Group Varyag, weren't they? Varyag. Cool. That's them done. Now we need to lay down some more of them. So ship construction. We need to go to Earth. We want to construct new ships. And we want to make some exploded block 2s. Add Betty Botty Butter. No, Betty Bot Butter, sorry. I think that content is an atom kind of... Yeah. A ship without moving parts is a meteor. I think you're 100% right. I read some interesting sci-fi where that's how we built our ships. We just hollowed out asteroids and put some engines on them. Same with space stations. We complete construction. Okay, so Colony Court Terra is done. And some mining complex at Watchtower is done. We'll fix that later on. That's more income for us. We try to control of Norlisk. Cool. Keep moving over. We'll just trap the Poles in the last region they've got access to. Yeah, pretty much noob. Rods for the Gods concept, but the ships. What you gonna do when the ship just lands on you? Oh, I just realized those mines actually do need to be upgraded. Let's do that now. So if we use Watchtower as our main example, yeah, that's pretty. Yes, I've read sci-fi that does that exact thing as well. It's quite an interesting concept. All right, so what we want to do here is we want to upgrade the admin complex to tier 3. No, do we want to do that? Does that do anything here? Control point passive bonus only if happens in low Earth mode. 10% bonus to production. Yes, we want to get a tier 3 hab. We want to upgrade to 2 battle stations. And we want a colony mining complex. That puts us really under on power. Now this, we only have 460 crew here, so we do not need an ag complex. But we're looking at, power consumption of 867 and available power of 256. Careful about admin tier 3, we are low on boost. Oh, we are really low on boost, aren't we? Okay, I maybe should have upgraded the admin, but that one's done, I won't do the others. So we need more power. So this is going to give us 250. The admin tower has 1,000 crew. Okay, that was really a waste to put onto this. Where is the admin tower? Can I cancel this? Cancel construction. I can't cancel the construction. Okay, that was a stupid thing to put here. We don't need the 10% boost for 1,000 crew here. Let's, we'll add in the ag complex then, because we hit the requirements. Now we need a ton of power. So it's got to be fission reactor farms for now. They give 250. Starforge would be useful superstructure, yeah. So that's 1, 2. That puts me at total power consumption at 1,107. Total available power 756. One more fission reactor farm should give us clarity. Apparently not. 1256. Yeah. Total available power 1256. Potential consumption 1107. Okay. So I'm not going to save this half template because I screwed up. We'll just go to the next one, which is Brunhild. And we won't level up the admin tower. So we'll upgrade the battle stations. Economy mining complex. How are we doing for income? Is this wiping us out? Yeah, it's using up a lot of metals. We're currently sitting at minus 707. So I'll upgrade our power supplies. 506, so we're going to need another one. 207. Okay, I'll save this hab template. Battle stations use a lot of volatiles. Yeah, but I need the battle stations. I can't not build them. And then we'll just apply the template to this one. We don't have enough metals to apply the template right now. Okay, so we need 1.3k metals before I can do this. It won't take that long to get us there. We've used up a lot of metals recently because we're building a lot of ships. Nanometer is more along the size of an atom, new Master 69. Micrometer is bacteria size. There you go. That's a good explanation there.
The people will come to our
Oh
side.
dear.
Public opinion is
I'm
moving
definitely
in our direction.
hitting the old wall. Oh, we actually have a battle happening. Hang on, pause. We have a battle happening here. So let's cancel this movement. I have to cancel it for every single one. I'd love a cancel all movement button, but unfortunately I have to click on every single army and cancel the operation. We just have to defeat the Poles. Okay, I missed one. I have to go all the way back around now. Yeah, they've made like they've already worked at like atomic switches and stuff, haven't they? Hey Nook, how's it going? Have I got them all? No, I missed this one. Russia defeating the Poles, a tale as old as time. Yes, maybe not in Norlisk though. Frontline class escort. Oh, we've got more ships to name. Amazing. Okay, I need to name all those ships, so let's go check out Badass Brigade. And I wanted to build some explodies as well, didn't I? I think Passerine was the first one, right? It's going to be a very short battle. It is indeed. So this ship is going to be called Blooded Nectar. Wow. Save name. And the next one is the Tayo. And that's going to be named Unsounded Fury. Oh dear, I'm tired. Then we've got the Cormorant. Is going to be renamed to the Lunaclasm. Not the Luncalasm, the Lunaclasm. And then oops, I didn't mean to click that button. And the Curfew is going to be renamed, so the Curlew, not the Curfew, is going to be renamed to High Speed Solutions. Well, I hate to break it to you, but this ship is not fast. But there's high-speed solutions for you. Now, I would like to lay down some explodies, but we're quite low on metal right now. I wonder if the game's seen potential uprisings in Poland after such a conquer. I don't think it can, unfortunately. If I wanted to build some explodies in Mercury orbit, do I have... I've got all this other stuff to do actually first. Let's get all these band hammers upgraded. A name for 40mm. Yes, actually that is a good name for 40mm. There goes one Polish army. It's about to die. That's both Polish armies wiped out. Okay. Sorry, Poland. We've only got 2 regions left to take for Russia, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's actually... We need to pause the game because we need to check how things are going here. Okay. We did not realize the Americans were coming to defend. So let's get out of here. Alright. Okay, I'm very, very yawning. Oh, I didn't click deploy. I did click deploy. Yeah, they are moving. I did click deploy. Yeah, moving to Rostov on Don. So putting 40mm on the dedicated bullet sponge is a better idea now than when we did it. Okay. I'm very, very yawny. And I'm worried I'm going to start making some mistakes. And I've got some pretty big stuff I need to do. The other armies. I didn't click deploy on all of this. No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. This is exactly what I'm worried about. So I think it's a little bit early, but I'd rather, like, stop now than keep going and making mistakes. We definitely need a bit more of a plan for next week to make sure we're doing everything correctly. So if you got some time this week, I'd appreciate it if you could join me in the Discord down in the Terra Invicta channel. And we can have a chat about what we should be doing next. We'll finish off capturing Russia. The Americans protecting the alien occupation of Crimea from the Eastern Bloc. That's something. It's been 3 hours. You've done enough. It's only been 2 hours, but I appreciate it. Usually I try to push for 3 hours. I've got a bunch of stuff on this week as well, and I don't want to be too tired for it. There is some cool stuff coming soon, though, I promise you. I know I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, but it's actually finally happened. We've almost got all of Russia back under control. I think we have pretty much the majority of the world's population working for Project Exodus now. We've got a pretty significant part of it anyway. A whole hemisphere is pretty much ours. Or semi... It actually was like 20 minutes. Oh, new master, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna unfortunately just end things there for tonight. I do really appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. But I'm gonna get some sleep because I'm really tired. There's a lot going on outside of streaming and stuff at the moment, and it's just taking a lot of my energy away from me. Indian China's about 4 billion people. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, everybody. Thank you, Steven's Necessary Thing, Poland can wait. Thank you, Stage 1. I hope you all had a good time. Thank you all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope to catch you in the next stream or the next video. For those of you that have been checking out the fan fiction that I've been writing, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's all the nice comments and positive stuff is really nice of you. So thank you for saying my writing isn't terrible. I appreciate that a lot. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.